and the 11 o'clock ones. I caught most of those. So
Yeah, because you're still are you still training with the Oakland Roots at the moment?
yeah, well, I'm training with Project 510, which is like the development team of the Oakland Roots. So
Yeah,
I've been training and playing with them for this season.
oh,
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's been really fun. So
That's good, man. What?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Let's wait for these guys to hop on. I think one of them is running late.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah,
Got time.
we're actually on Twitch. Like, we start streaming Twitch like before
Oh,
the whole thing starts.
oh, really? On Twitch?
Yeah. So let me see. Like, let me try to send you the link.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this is where they get the behind the scenes on us
Okay.
on Twitch. So
So
it's
at first it streams on Twitch, and then after is when you guys
I
like.
think it's on Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you hear that? That was like us.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let's see.
But have you been keeping up following the World Cup?
Oh, dude, I've been trying my best to watch every game.
I know.
There's a couple games I didn't catch.
Yeah.
And we call them snooze fest. like
Yeah.
like yeah, dude. I mean, there's just some games like that I wasn't gonna watch. Like,
No, yeah.
I think Tunisia was like one of the teams. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Like, why am I even gonna watch this game?
Yeah.
It's be disrespectful, but like, it's not for my kind of soccer, dude. Like, no, not my football to watch.
Yeah.
And it was a 0-0 game.
Yeah.
I was glad I didn't tune into that thing. Yeah.
Uh,
The one that I woke up for that I was disappointed was the Argentina Saudi Arabia. Dude,
I
that
did
thing.
not wake up for that one. I woke up and I wanted to. I think it was my parents were like, "Oh, Argentina lost," and I was like, "Nah, you're joking." Like
Oh, they did.
like yeah, being serious. And then I checked my phone. I was like, "Oh snap, they lost 2-1."
2-1, dude. If I would have recorded my reactions this game, dude, I think I could go viral. I'm not even
Really?
kidding, dude. Yes, I was so freaking pissed off, dude. I just
No.
yeah, I'm because I'm an Argentina. I've been an Argentina fan since I was a little
Yeah.
kid. So
Yeah.
so yeah, dude, it hurt me like so bad, dude. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't get to catch the game, and I don't know why I never even like watched the highlights because I think Fox Sports they post like the highlights. They're like 3-4 minute like highlight videos of each World Cup game. So that's how I've been kind of like keeping up with the watching the goals and everything. But I didn't even get to watch that game, the Argentina and Saudi
Yeah,
game.
dude. You didn't really miss much, dude.
Yeah.
But it was good to watch because you kind of like open your eyes that this is the World Cup. Like, even
Yeah,
the
exactly.
easiest team is gonna go really out on you.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way. Like, even France had a wake up call. They were like, let's play Tunisia with our bench
Yep.
and win this. And look what happened. Like,
And yeah, exactly.
yeah. So there's no easy going for it. I
There's no
sent you the link on
on
Instagram.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Should I go to that one instead of the Zoom or just do the other
No,
one
no,
on
you're good there. This is everything we're doing on Zoom goes to Twitch.
the Twitch? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. I see it now.
Yeah, that's just like you just lower the volume on your phone because then you're gonna hear the echo.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, and then if you want anybody to watch you or anything, you just send them that link and it'll take them directly to the page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, there you go. It's playing now. Okay.
There he is. There's one of
Oh,
them.
it's I know you said, and then it's Lalito, and then the other one is forgot the
Aladito de Nariel, call him Mágico.
that's right, Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Mágico. He's the one running a little late.
Okay.
All right, Lalito, we're so say. We're supposed to have another guest today.
Hey, what's up, Sam? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What
Okay,
happened to
good.
Jose?
He's right here.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Lalito?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. How's everything going, bro?
Man, everything's been going well. Just playing on a team right now, and it's been a really fun season. So just been enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great, bro.
Thank you. How about you? How you been?
Oh, I've been good, man. Just enjoying the World Cup. Um, been some ups and downs, but
Yeah.
it's been so far a lot of surprises.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's true.
Hey, Lalito, have you checked our YouTube to see if we're up and running? Oh, there
Let
you
me check.
There
Give me
you
one
go.
moment. Let me check. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's up and going on YouTube. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
on.
it is. Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let me lower the volume on that. All right, so we're on Twitch and YouTube, so we're good to go.
We're good to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Jose, mira.
What's up, boys?
What's
Oh,
up,
there,
dude?
there he is.
Hey, man. ¿Cómo estás, Iván?
Muy bien. ¿Y tú cómo estás?
Bien. Good to see you, dude.
Yeah, man. It's been a while. How you been?
Yeah, man. Good to see. Good, man. Good to see you in your trajectory. How's it? How's everything? How's your family?
The family's been good. Family's good. Soccer's been going good too. I was telling them right now, still playing on the team, so just been enjoying it so far. It's been a good season, so yeah.
So, and we said we're live, yeah.
Yeah, we're live on
Okay.
Twitch and YouTube, so we're just waiting to start recording the initial audio so we could post it on Spotify.
Okay.
So
Yeah. You let us know when you're ready.
yeah. Okay, so we have today we have Ivan, and we also have the captain of our FIFA
Our pro club.
Yeah, so all right, so let me start. I don't know if you guys can hear the audio, but I'm gonna try my best to make this. And let's do this. Let's see.
Que le den conmigo, con eso es suficiente. Y dale por de repente, que le den conmigo, un poquito de aguardiente, para sacar la carga de la mente. Que le den conmigo, tengo otro continente, me lo bailo como pariente. Que le
Bienvenidos, welcome everybody. We are back on Strictly Football, and what an insane World Cup we are having. We're gonna start this off with the fire. We are gonna start introducing the cast because we have so much to debate and talk about because everybody's on different sides in this podcast.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. So, guys, for those that are just joining us, on the top left corner in the ring, we got Ivan El Güero Torres. He's up there. Bottom left, introducing our FIFA Pro Club's captain of Strictly Football, aka Choriceros FC. We have Jose, the coach. Right next to him, then we got Lalito, el gallito, el pollito de todos.
Kiki, bro.
There he is. And then we got on the bottom right, probably my enemy in this one.
Oh no, you got a lot of enemies, bro.
This guy he's been killing me. But Mexico. Good, guys. How are you guys, man? Let's start off with Ivan. How are you, man? It's good to have you back here. How do you feel to be back on this great podcast?
Yo. No, I've been good. I mean, I know it's been a while. I think it's been a couple months at least since the last time I've been on here. But yeah, thank you guys for having me back. So I'm really looking forward to this next episode. So thank you guys.
Good, man. It's good to have you, man. And just to refresh everybody's memory, we had Ivan last time, and we did kind of like a little interview kind of thing because Ivan was a Bay Area soccer player. It still is. And he went and did his thing out in Mazatlan, Mexico for the U19s, came back, and now he's on a different journey out here in the States.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna recap with that with him in a bit, but we still gotta hear from the one and only, the captain down there, Jose. How does it feel to lead the Choriceros FC into victories and road to Division One?
Well, I mean, first, let me give a shout out to our striker. I know he's watching. Nuestro
Talismán.
talismán.
There,
He could be better. He could be better.
Always room for improvement.
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to my brother Irvin. And no, man, pro clubs, strictly football pro clubs on Twitch. It's a fun thing.
it is.
And we're in Division 2 right now. We
Oh.
were able to stay in Division 2, and hopefully this next week we try to go for Div 1.
Division One, nice. That's the goal. Get our asses handed to us in Division One. So
Get the bots handed.
all right, Mexico, man, how are you?
I'm good, man. You sound energized, man. This trip. I mean, you must have a lot of energy coming back, because I mean, you must have heard what we were talking about. You're like, man, I can't even say anything. So I'm in a far distant land, you know. And but I'm good, man. I went to go. I saw the game with a former student today, and the England game, and yeah, I've been enjoying it. So you know, my team plays tomorrow. The people's team. I'm working, but it is what it is, right?
Definitely, dude. Yeah, guys. So that those that don't know, I was in Florida for the past week, so it should be like 12 o'clock over there right now. It's about to be. So I feel like I should be sleeping right now, but I'm not. Now I feel like I got so much time in my hands to do everything. I'm like ready for a run after this.
I bet.
After a whole year.
That's crazy.
I bet. I mean, that's a lot.
So let's get started, dude. I'm really interested in knowing how this is going, because so we're gonna go with Ivan, man. We got to do the quick catch up, man. So you're now part of the Oakland Roots, the Project 510, man. Congratulations, you made that team.
Congrats,
Thank you,
man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Good. I mean, how's it looking out there, man? Is it a tough competition, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a really good like environment to be in terms of you know, the competition wise, and I think the coaching staff also, they do a really good job in like making sure that each training session they get the most out of at the time we have. And so yeah, man, it's been really fun. I've been enjoying it so far, so just glad to be part of the team.
Dope, dude. And so I mean, and quickly too, dude, we all saw that you guys had a friendly right now with the U19s of Chivas, or the U20.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, you want to tell us how that went?
Yeah, so it was pretty good. We ended up actually scoring first in the first half. So, coming into the first half, it was 1-0. And, I thought we played really good in terms of just, we were really organized, and in defensively and the press and everything. I thought you did really well. And then, we took advantage of the chances that we got. So we ended up, being up 1-0 at the half, and then they ended up coming back and beating us 2-1. But I thought it was a good experience, and it's always great to I think as a football player, you always want to play against like really good competition. So it was good to play against them.
It's like, to be the best, you got to take out the best, right? Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, you got to you want to compete with those type of players and be in that environment, so you can improve. So it was a really dope experience.
You know what's crazy, Ivan? I'm hearing you talk, and like, I mean, you seem pretty, I don't know you on a personal level, but you just seem kind of just like even keel. You just kind of seem hella calm. Like, are you that competitive, like when you're in there, or does like the dog come out when you're on the field, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like what? Because you just seem so calm, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I think it's just, I guess I've always been like that, more calm. But I think when I'm playing, I just like to compete. Like that's the really main thing, especially in in football or soccer. I always want to like wherever I'm playing now, I always want to win, whether it be, in like a, training session or just in a friendly or regular season game. I just want to compete out there and, and win. So, yeah.
Good. We're actually making plans, dude. So you got to let us know. Like the compadre and I, he's shout out to him. And I know he's watching us right now. So yeah, he's the one that treated us to this trip to Florida. Great experience at Disney World. Shout out to the compadre Cesar. Got to see how.
Yeah.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to you, Cesar.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
he's a great guy, man. A lot of love for him. But he keeps telling me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna ask Ivan when the next game is, and we're gonna go watch it. So I'm curious to see this because it just made a good point. Like, honestly, I mean, gets into that mode, going from like Hulk or something, dude. Because that mentality, dude, when you play, you gotta go, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole different thing when you're, off the field and then when you're on the field. So, it's kind of like that switch that you turn off and on, when you're on the field and off the field. But yeah, whenever we have like another game, or I'll send you guys the schedule so you guys could come out and watch. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
that was super dope.
That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
that'd be tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. And then it's a small world. And just quickly, dude, like from the last episode that we talked,
Yeah.
you played with one of my nephews on the Star Academy in the same team.
Oh, really?
It's crazy, yeah. So my nephew was playing with you, and you guys were playing on the same team, and then it's like it's crazy because I mentioned that we had you on the podcast, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Talking about Ivan," and I was like, "Yeah." He's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." So it's his name is Victor, last name Beteta, the Guatemalan
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
So,
I remember Victor.
yeah. So yeah, this is crazy, dude. But yeah, guys.
Damn, I
So
didn't. He was
yeah.
your nephew. I know that.
He is my nephew.
Yeah.
Formerly my nephew, and
Yeah, he still continues to be. But yeah, man, I think we should start getting into this, man, because I'm itching to know what you guys got going, man. I see this look on Mahiko's face where he's like, "I'm gonna let you have it right now, dude."
no. I mean, I'm excited to see you, man. I'm excited because I feel like, we're at different spectrums, right? Of where we see this thing. So I'm excited, and I'm also excited to hear, these young folks that are with us today too. It's important.
Definitely. So, I mean, where did you guys where did we leave off? Were we recapping from what games? From the last games where they took it into the round of 16, or
Yeah, the last thing that we were talked about was the final groups. We kind of who we thought were going to get out of some of the groups, and so now I think we could talk about the U.S. being eliminated. I think we could maybe even hit a little bit about CONCACAF. We didn't actually get to that in the last episode, which is what we wanted to talk about, right? Of the CONCACAF and the way that the CONCACAF kind of performed, right, as a region. Like it was pretty sad, to see the way that Mexico performed, to see that I would even put the US in there. And my dark horse, I'm proud of my Canadians.
Jesus Christ.
I
I
was Canadian for
Get
this
off the
tournament.
boat.
So I'm still on that boat. I'm
No.
paddling and I'm defending them until the end. So
they choked, dude. Speaking of that, they choked. I think Canada kind of choked. And dude, look, I remember mentioning this in a past podcast. Like, I felt like their weakest link was the goalkeeper. Like that, because that guy made a mistake during the game, right? If I'm not mistaken, where they passed him the ball and he just gave it up, or he did like a short pass to somebody. But I told you guys that guy was going to be one of the weakest links there. And then I think the pressure of not being in the World Cup for years got to him, and they choked. Because I'm with you on the boat. I think Canada does have a good team, but I don't know, man. How is it going to work out for the next one? Because a lot of those players are already like 30 years old, right?
No, they're young, dude.
They're young, bro.
They're all young.
They're gonna be there. Don't you worry, your pretty little head. They're gonna be there. The only one that's not gonna be there is Hutchinson because he's 39.
Oh yeah,
He's gonna go in as a player coach.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, a player coach. It's gonna be like our coach and
I mean,
ultimate team. I mean, pro clubs.
in pro clubs.
I mean, Jose, what did you think about Canada?
Well, the front three of Canada has a promising future. That's for sure. Davis, David, and Buchanan can easily lead the team. into the 2026 World Cup.
Gotcha.
The dicey part is the defense and the goalkeeper. I mean, if you look at the three starting or the three keepers that they took from Canada, like, do you know the second and the third goalkeeper?
Do
Well,
I
I know one of them almost like broke their leg in the final of the MLS. So
Oh yeah, that was rough.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then he had
that, according to our host, was going to go to the U.S. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that was a terrible. That's why we didn't do our research, guys.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, I don't know if you guys have looked into the 2026 World Cup format,
Yeah.
where there's like the 16 groups of 3. So out of that, like 2 teams are going to make it out of the group. There's going to be a round of 32. So I think Canada can make it out of their group. Who knows? They might be playing El Salvador.
Oh, then you know what? They're not going to make it out of the group. Then they're not going to make it out of the group.
Here we go.
Why do they always use us as an example? That's what I want to know.
You guys are. I like the.
It's the middle of the CONCACAF gets split at El Salvador from like the Caribbean islands up into Canada. Like, that's the epicenter.
Well,
We're at the borderline of being with Granada and Santa Lucia.
Dude, oh my
the carniceros and everything. But look, because I mean, I said this since day one. Canada no tiene experiencia for the World Cup, and they proved me right. Dude, that game against the last game they played, they against Croatia, they scored so fast, but they didn't know how to keep the lead, and that was scary. That was so sad because Croatia, they're old. They're so old. They're super old.
Whoa, dude! Like 4 of those guys are old.
No, dude. But those 4 guys destroyed the whole defense and midfield. You know. So, and I think it's important to acknowledge that because CONCACAF, in my opinion, we did terrible. We put a face in the world that we think that we're at this position. Hold on. I know. Hold on, Uncle Sam. I know.
You say we like.
I mean, no, hold on. Let me finish. Costa Rica, United States, Mexico, Canada, they show the level where we are, and it's scary. It's scary because we think that we are in this. We feel like we're competitive when we're not. We're not. And I'm including the United States because what we saw against the Netherlands, there were no shots. They had 2 shots. The forward, who was the forward? The forward. We don't have.
He was playing for the other team.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you talking about Chewy? My guy Chewy, yeah.
Ferreira.
Yeah, that guy.
Ferreira.
Yeah, Ferreira. That man might as well put on an orange jersey yesterday.
True. Yeah. So and I also blame the coach for always. I mean, and I think we should talk more in depth about the United States as a team because I think the coach also messed up in his World Cup. He did not make the correct subs. He always. I mean, it was when it was time to make the subs, he took too long and it was too late, in my opinion. So I think it's a good. We got a good picture of where the CONCACAF is at right now, and it's not looking good, guys.
It's not looking good. Yeah, not a good picture.
No.
So you're saying we're lucky that Mexico, USA, and Canada already qualified for 2026?
I think so, yeah, and that's
I think
scary.
we're good.
And that's scary. You know why? Because we're gonna get comfortable in this gonna be competition, and we're gonna get comfortable because we are really qualified, and that's scary, bro.
Yeah.
Well, all the other teams, they're getting better. For Costa Rica, bro, I mean, I think the whole retired home was playing for Costa Rica. They had stretchers out. Just
they did. They did better than Mexico, though.
They did. In Mexico, especially Mexico. I think Mexico really all the other teams move a little tiny bit. Baby steps towards progressive, better football. While Mexico took 2 steps back, in my opinion.
Look, let's get into Mexico in a bit. You're
no, let's go about the U.S., bro.
No. Let's get Irvin. Let's get Irvin. What do you
got? Because we went from Canada to U.S. to Mexico, and now you're just going off the charts, bro. You're going down the rabbit hole, dude. I want to hear Ivan's opinion. Like, let's start off with you. What do you think about Canada? Like, did you watch them or not?
or the CONCACAF too.
Or
Yeah,
any-
I think. Well, specifically Canada, I didn't really like watch all their games, but I knew that like them coming into the World Cup, um, like they weren't gonna be like just a team that it wasn't gonna be easy for the other teams. Um, I did think they were gonna make it out of the group stage, at least get out of the group stage, but it didn't end up happening. But yeah, I thought Canada has a good team and like a good future too. So hopefully we'll see how they do in the next World Cup. But yeah, that's like one of the teams that I didn't really like follow, I guess, a lot in the
Mm.
World Cup.
Who did you follow?
Mexico, Mexico.
What you think about Mexico? I mean,
Yeah.
you played in Mexico. I mean, I'm assuming you follow them. I mean,
Yeah.
we got we got Lalito Gallito over here telling us about we got to throw fucking Tata off the fucking bridge. But what did you think about Mexico and the way they performed? I mean, it was
Yeah. I just wish they would have played like how they played against Saudi Arabia, like in terms of like trying to, score. I think that I wish they would have played like that since the first game, against Poland. Maybe if we would have, beat Poland, that would have changed a little bit more. It would have helped us more. So it doesn't go like down to the wire like that with like, the yellow cards and the difference of goals. So I think maybe if we would have just try to like, win the first game and then against Argentina, obviously it was a tougher game. But I think yeah, I think they just needed more people, I guess, to try to like change the rhythm of the game, to try to, go forward, try to like, just change the game a little bit and try to create chances and everything. And I mean they did have really good players that did that, like Vega and Vega, Lozano. But up top, like as a striker, maybe that's something that I guess I didn't really see a lot of Mexico in the World Cup in terms of like having like a striker, I guess, that would like, like I guess that killer up top. But yeah, that was my opinion on Mexico.
the missing link. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. Apparently that's the missing link also for the US. The missing link is a striker.
that was evident. Yeah.
Yeah. It's I mean and then let's continue.
Okay, hold on, Sam.
'Cause-
Before we rattle you. Wait, okay. Do you think Ricardo Pepi would have made a difference?
Me? No. I don't
No.
think. No.
Or like, I mean,
Honestly, I don't. The only guy that I think would have probably made a difference and got injured was PFOC. I think he would have been the one. And I can't really even say how that would have gone because he got injured. So I mean, he's the only one that was showing that he was like having a good season, from the beginning to the end. And then he goes and twists his ankle or whatever the hell happened to him. So it doesn't even matter. I think right now what they gotta do is just concentrate on finding one that is consistently playing and can prove that he can score in their league wherever he is at. Because the guy, that I don't know who the hell was it, the guy that they put in at the end, dude, after Jesus.
The one that scored the goal?
The Haji Wright, right?
Haji, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even consider that a goal because they just kicked the ball, it bounced off somebody. That was the world's luckiest goal. Yeah, I get it. It was a goal, but it wasn't something that they created and said, okay, here's this right here,
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That was just a damn straight lucky goal, dude. The goalie is trash for missing that, but whatever. That boat has sailed away and crushed my dreams.
I mean, I think we could still stay in it though. I don't think we can get away from the boat. It's just the reality that the boat is there. It's in our region, the only team that made it out of the group stages. And you've been singing their praises. I kind of want to hear what were your thoughts on the game? Because I mean, I think like it is the CONCACAF kind of on display. And I hate to keep bringing in the CONCACAF as like a thing, but I think it's just important to harp on like this is the region that we're in, and whether we like it or not, that is the team that's representing this part of the world, and the US. I mean, I have my thoughts on the game, but you're Uncle Sam, so I want to hear. I want to hear what's happening over there.
I already got off the plane and got into an argument with somebody about the game on my ride back home. So it's look, if they want to tell me that they that the U.S. lost, like by clean football? Yes and no. And it was stupid mistakes from the coaching into the defense. And if we really go back, look at how they scored first 2 goals. It was the same play, and yet the person that fucked it up did not cover it. And he kept doing it, and then they got scored on twice. And who was it? The guy that we've talked about. My guy said Gino Dest. He's the one that does not know how to defend the ball. He's the one that lost the mark.
I mean, Dumfries was looking like Cafu out there.
Yeah.
Dude, and then the same way they scored the 3rd goal, and then this time it was a miscommunication with Robinson and then Tim Ream. I don't know what happened. Did they get nervous or they were just under the pressure? Probably, but they hadn't done those mistakes in the past other games. What was Berhalter thinking? I don't freaking know. But it's like, dude, like I said it before, this was not gonna. My dream would be for them to make it farther, but this is the World Cup for them to gain experience because all these guys are still young, dude. 23 years old, 24. Brush them up. They're gonna be 28. Gio Reyna's gonna be 21, probably gonna be allowed in the club by then.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? He did, and I want to talk about Gio, but yeah, I mean, make me think about. So I got 2 questions for y'all then. Yeah. Question 1 is Berhalter the answer?
No.
As the coach?
No.
And then 2, is this progress? We've waited 8 years for the U.S. to make it to the World Cup. Is this World Cup progress?
Me personally, I think it is, dude. Because for the 8 years before that, we kept bringing in the same guys, and then this guy came and did a whole cleanup. I think he did his job. He took out all these guys that needed to go. Because if this would have been one of those older coaches, dude, I think Josie Alto.
No.
Well,
I mean,
I'm just saying, dude. It did a great all these youngsters.
Josie Alto.
He brought them in and said, "Hey, let's try these guys out. Let's give them a chance." He did his job, and I think it's now time to wrap it up. Give somebody else a chance to bring it in to work with these kids and bring them into the next level.
But this was supposedly the golden team, the golden era of the United States, and it's still.
Bro, you say that like, dude. Why do you always do that?
No, I'm just serious. I mean, last week we brought it up, and I asked the team, was this the best team the United States has ever created? And hands down, it is.
With future potential, yes.
I mean,
this is the most talent. No. You're putting words on my. We said this is the team with the most talent that the U.S. has ever had. That doesn't mean that they're in their prime. Gio is not even in his prime, not even close. Pulisic, I don't know. That's debatable, really. But Weston McKennie, not in his prime. Tyler Adams, probably not in his prime. They're good, but they're not in their prime. So
you can look at Musa. Dude, Musa's like 18 years old.
Yeah, we can't put them in the golden generation yet, I think in maybe 2 World Cups or in the next World Cup, maybe. But what do y'all think, Jose, Ivan? Is it progress, and is Berhalter the answer for this team?
Berhalter is not the answer. But if he's not the answer, who is the answer? Does it come within the MLS, or do they follow the approach that you need somebody from outside to manage the team? In terms of the players, yeah, of course, it's progress for the U.S. I think, to me, I follow Mexico. I'm going to support Mexico regardless of how bad they do. But I stick with the U.S. I stick with the formation they played against Iran, where it's like everybody in that starting lineup plays in Europe. Not only do they play in Europe, they're starters. And it's just like, you don't see that. Or like, I don't think there's another team in CONCACAF that can get to that level right now. Where like the starting lineup is, solid. They're playing in the big leagues and they're young and they have a lot of room to improve. And I mean, at least for us, like, if you, watching US soccer since like the early days where like the PKs for MLS were just run-ups to the goal. to see how much they've come from that to now. Like, yeah, the team, they can only get better, but it starts with the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think, Irvin?
Yeah, so kind of what Jose said too, in terms of I think it is progress, just because what like looking at all the players that are playing in Europe, I think that alone says that we are progressing. And I think next World Cup, I mean I think the US will get far in the World Cup again. I think this is a talented group, so I'm hopefully maybe at least semifinals, and that would mean, that we really have progressed. So I'm looking forward to see what, do in the next World Cup. So
Ivan, do you support the US too as well?
oh yeah, I support both
Hey,
the
thank
US.
you, man. Let me find my applause button over here.
He set you up right there, Ivan.
Sorry, denial, man.
He fell for the
We're
trap.
gonna cut this. Cut this up.
No, yeah, I support both Mexico and the US. So
What about Berhalter? What you think about him? You think that's the answer?
I think it'd be maybe a good idea to maybe get a coach, and this is I guess just my opinion,
Bring
but
back Bradley.
yeah, or bringing a coach maybe. Well, I don't know, maybe that's not like from the US. Maybe that would help a little bit more. Who has what's that one coach? Isn't there an American coach that he coaches in like the Premier League or like some English team or something? You guys know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, Jesse Marsh.
Is that the guy from
Leeds?
Yeah.
Leeds, yeah.
Yeah. Is he? I think I've heard great stuff about him. Not too much, but I just heard a little bit that he's a good coach and everything. And so yeah, I just maybe bring in another coach that maybe has more experience in like Europe or in other leagues or and things like that.
Aguirre is available.
Well,
Tata's available if anybody. If the US would like to move forward.
Dude, I've just for the reference, I've not been a huge fan of his coaching since he effed up Barcelona. Just yeah. So I'm not on the boat. I think he's a decent coach.
Yeah,
not for any of the teams that I'm following.
A decent coach. I mean, that's the best coach Mexico's ever had.
According to the newspaper.
No, Tata is
right.
for sure the best coach Mexico's ever had.
Look.
On a name basis, sure.
On paper, yeah, best. You can't, and you know what? I'm gonna come in here and defend my guy because you know what? I feel like we've been hella unfair with Tata. He is not the one making the decisions that the Mexican Federation is doing about its players. He came in and he told them from the jump, I am not gonna watch La Liga MX, not good enough of a league to get the players from there. He told the Mexican Federation this, y todavía le dieron el trabajo. So we have to be conscious of that too. Like Mexico's not like you could put, if they really want to, they need to get a coach from the Liga MX for it to work, because they're not exporting out enough players. And Mexico has put themselves in a really shitty position where they took themselves out of the Copa America, took themselves out of the Libertadores. They're not getting enough. Like they're just not being challenged enough. The U.S. is surpassing them, and I think the MLS is actually going to start surpassing the Liga MX pretty soon. So I think Tata was kind of set up to fail, and I think he's been kind of criticized unfairly. You can say, of course, tactically against Argentina, I thought that was horrible, but that last game showed me that the boys were playing for him, and I think that's important. The boys did not want to leave. And I think Mexico can at least hang their hat that the boys played hard that last game. It was sad. It was a sad game because you could tell that they just couldn't do it. They needed a goal and they didn't have that guy. They didn't have a talisman. They didn't have a finisher. So.
And his buddy was there, dude. What are you talking about?
Wait,
was there, dude?
Didn't Jimenez come in on a wheelchair to play the last 12 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, yes, Tata chose them, and of course, I'm like, I think a lot of things are suspect about what he did, but I think the blame that he's getting, like, it's unfortunate because I think he's a great coach, me personally.
I
And
mean, but
we said this for over a year that Tata did not look like he had prepared Mexico for this. You know,
well, I mean, here's the problem, and I agree 100% with what Mahiko's talking about. There needs to be a change with the structure of the Mexican soccer, like from everything, from the ground up, like Primera División, Segunda División, Fuerzas Básicas, youth 15, 18, 21, to relegation. You gotta bring it back. You have to bring back relegation.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
we have somebody here that was just experiencing from the U19s and down, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
how's it looking out there, Ivan? Like, do you think they're actually working to trying to build more youth for their own national team, or is it looking like they're just trying to bring extranjeros, or what is it? Because I mean, a lot of, like, I'm gonna use this reference too because Mahiko mentioned it, and he said if Barcelona doesn't have good players, Spain doesn't produce a good selección, like a national team, because
Yeah.
they're the ones that bring out the most. And in Mexico, the team that did that was Chivas, if I'm not mistaken, because they only allowed Mexican players, so they would produce more Mexican players. Like, what is, or I could be wrong. I'm just,
Yeah.
yeah. Is that the issue right now, or what?
Uh, I'm not sure about like how other teams manage, like obviously like calling up players to to the first team and the national team. But when I was in Mexico, I always remember like the two coaches that I had. I remember the first coach that was there. He always said that he was trying to prepare players for for when scouts came from the national team so they can get scouted and eventually play in the national team. And then also, the goal was to get them to the first team to develop them and then get them to the first team of, at that time Mazatlan was so I think just from that coach, or maybe it was just Mazatlan. I don't know how the other teams work, but I think, yeah, their goal was to try to develop their players and get them to the first team. And then as well as, when they play, when they have games, you never know who's watching where scouts can be watching the game. So I think, they did actually try to develop their players and prepare them for, the national team and the first team.
where do you think the disconnect is? I mean, you were on the ground.
Yeah.
It seems like there was. I mean, there just seems to be a disconnect, between how the national team is playing and the state of the league, right? Because I mean, how are the facilities? Like, I mean, were they state of the art? Did it look like the owners cared about Mazatlan?
Yeah.
I don't want to burn a bridge here, but if you don't want to answer this, you just like I don't want to answer
Did they
that.
look
You
nice?
just let me know.
Did it make it look like somebody actually wanted to go train there? Because according
Yeah.
to our buddy Ronaldo, he went back to Manchester and they never updated that place.
Yeah, never updated the stuff, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
and it's that type of like ambition, right? Of like, do you want the team to, even just on the surface, right? With facilities, with the type of trainings that you had, like the type
Yeah.
of tactics that you had, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Mexico is way above what El Salvador can offer their players.
Yeah.
But if Mexico's not offering it to them, you can only imagine what is being offered to El Salvador, right?
Yeah.
And that's the reality of where CONCACAF is.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, no, yeah, I think to answer your question, I did the things. So Mazatlan, since it's a new team, they at the time that I was there, they didn't have like their own facility. They were constructing like fields next to the stadium and like having their own like casa club and everything. So where the players would stay at, it was like at a public park where there was like a track field, there was a baseball field. It was just like open to the public, but I think they had like their own like building. It wasn't like the biggest building and everything, but I think they tried to make the most out of what they had. and with the such short time that they had before the league started, to get all the players that were in Casa Club, especially like the younger players. So I mean, for what it was, they did try to do the most and take care of everything, and the field was like right next to the Casa Club, so people would just walk down, and there, we would train right next to the field and stuff. So and the field was, it was nice. We had, I think, two grass fields that we would train on, and then a turf field. So yeah, I think they tried to do the best that they could with what they had.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm glad that you had that experience. We do have a comment in the chat that I do want to bring up. Just something to just think about. This person Devin 74 says, nice chain, Sam. So there's that, and they said that the USA needs better conditioning and coaching to go to the next level, and they were outran and they stood around too much, and that the goalie sucks. What did y'all think? I mean, we think we could touch into that game, like the actual game, right? Like we talk about the thoughts, like how did the US actually like lose that game? Did y'all watch that game? Did y'all were able to catch it?
Yeah, I watched the game.
Iman, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched probably like 60, 70 minutes of it. So I watched most of the game.
So I mean, look, with Jose, even he said it, because we even brought it up. The US has gas for about 45 minutes and plus like 10 more minutes. And that's true. They did get gassed out. I feel like they do get tired quickly. But like, I feel like it has to do with too, like, so like with the Serginho, this is the perfect example, dude, because he's the one that I don't know if nobody even noticed him, but even the commentators even said it. They're like, hey, don't you ever see that Serginho Dest goes up there and thinks he's like a striker and then forgets to come back down? So, dude, he does all this, and then the other dudes have to make up for his mistake. They got to run more, and then he just jogs back. Now I'm back, guys. Yeah, let's do this again. Give me the ball, and I'll run it up again, dude.
So you agree with this? So you agree with this comment that it's conditioning?
They do need more, and then this is the consistency. Like Serginho Dest, he's not a starter. Pulisic, he's not a starter either. Pulisic looks gas out there, but the only reason they keep him in is because he's Pulisic. The only ones that get consistent runs are literally Tyler Adams and Brandon Aronson, which didn't even start one game. To me, he should have been a starter.
I agree with you.
Jonas Musa, as great as he is, he's not a starter at Valencia. He is sometimes, but not a consistent starter. Tim Ream, do you follow him more? Because I don't know if he's a starter. He probably
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Don't talk about my guy. That's my guy.
What's talking about, dude? He choked.
He's the only choked? One. No, dude, get out of here with that, dude. That guy was
he's the only one. Him and Anthony Robinson, and Anthony Robinson's hurt.
Robinson's a beast.
Robinson's a beast, but he played bad. He did not have a good game.
But look,
that's what I'm saying. And then the first games, he played great. Robinson played great, but at the last one, I don't know what happened. Like I said, I don't know if the pressure got to him. And here we go with the coaching again. McKinney did not look like he was at 100%, dude. And like, you're forcing a guy to start where you have somebody else in the bench that could have done the same job, like Brandon Aronson.
No, bro.
Well, what did y'all think down there?
So I think the first half an hour, I think the Netherlands gave the ball to the US. They were they stick to their very like, I'm gonna give you the ball, and then we're just gonna wait it out. Because the first 30 minutes, it was the US trying to create something. There were a couple of chances created, but that's it. Then the Netherlands got more comfortable in the midfield, and then mistakes happen. The Serginho Dest, that was the weak link right there on the right side. There was constant attacks, but yeah, I think I do agree with that comment. I think conditioning plays a huge role, and they.
All right, coach. Come on.
What about a pro clubs coach? What do you think?
No, the stamina. No, and I think it wasn't just the game from yesterday. I think throughout the whole World Cup, you saw that the stamina levels would go down by the second half. And it's like if they were winning, then you just had to like defend. But in yesterday's game, when they were down on the scoreboard, they didn't have the gas to attack anymore on the second half. And I think, we talked about this during the Pro Clip session with you, where you said that Berhalter was saving Gio Reyna for like the upcoming matches, and that's why he didn't play. But then Gio came on yesterday, and he didn't look like he was fit.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, well, is it really Berhalter's fault that these people have no condition because they're constantly training with their club? Or is it just like a chemistry team effort that everybody just gets gassed out because they don't know how to like focus on or like save their energy to last the full 90 minutes?
Yeah. What you think, Irvin?
Yeah, I also thought they looked pretty tired. And then I don't remember if it was the first or the second goal that Netherlands scored, but I mean, it was a pretty nice play. I think it was like they did a lot of like 1-2 touch like in the mid, and they got out of that. But in the end, I think like the first two goals, they happened like in the same area. So I think it was just more, miscommunication and not really kind of looking at where the defender's at. And then same thing goes for the third goal, where the whole time that the play was happening on the left side, I like neither, no one was watching, tracking their runners or like looking back to see what, who was other attackers. So I think, yeah, it was just miscommunication, and at the end of the day, they didn't like check to see if there was where the other team was.
Yeah. They didn't watch the runs in, and that's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Yeah.
I think I'm on the opposite end. I think on some of these points, like I thought Serginho Dest played. Yeah, him and Tim Weah were the only ones that to me looked dangerous, that looked even remotely close of scoring a goal.
Oh, I agree.
Which is not even like a big, which is not even a big thing. The U.S. did not look dangerous at all. In Christian Pulisic, I mean, bless his brother's soul. I know that he's put on the Captain America suit on, but you need to score that goal, my brother.
Yeah.
You need to score that. I don't care if you're offsides, if you're not, and if you're not healthy, then stay the fuck out, because you're taking up a position that could have been somebody else. Like that to me cost the U.S. the game. That goal that he missed, to me, like that was like that set the tone. You know what I'm saying? Like you should have put that away. You had time. You could have killed it, even if you were offside. He still sent a statement. But I was actually really disappointed by the midfield. I thought Tyler Adams, Musa, and Weston McKennie have been the strong points of this team. And I thought in this game, and I don't know, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, it almost felt like they kind of were hiding a little bit.
They were. You're right.
It almost didn't even feel like they wanted the ball. Like Tyler Adams for the majority of the games would always come back and give me the ball, directing players, like pass it over here. But on este, like he was quiet. Musa, like they could not get a pass together. I was surprised by how bad the passing was on this team. Like they just could not get any passes going. So I don't even blame Serginho Dest. I think Serginho Dest, if anything, he gained a fan with me. I was like, well, I mean, I know his defending is not. That's not why we got him. We got him because he can go at players and he's not scared. Tim Weah is not scared, and they go at players. To me, that side was the only dangerous one, because the other side, Pulisic just didn't look fit, and Anthony Robinson's on one leg, so I'm not expecting too much out of that. But I don't know. It was kind of I was kind of surprised by how much the midfield just kind of disappeared, and I think the conditioning does play a role, but I think that also plays with tactics. I feel like Berhalter just kind of told them to keep pressing. They kept pressing, and and they never just kind of backed off.
Do you think it was mental, Ariel? Like
maybe they played 3 hard games, which they didn't even really score goals in. You know what I'm saying? Like they played hard all 3 games, so I can only imagine that they were tired. But
yeah,
I mean, in that you got to know when to put the gas on, put the car in neutral.
Yeah,
you don't need to go and press, because Netherlands is not that good.
I mean, they played their best game, in my opinion.
That's their best game, and if
That was
that's
the
their
best
best
game.
and if that's their best game, then you know what? That's not that good. You know, like I think Argentina might
No, Argentina is
put them done, but I mean maybe that'll cue us into the next one because I know. But yeah, because Netherlands didn't look that good. I mean Memphis Depay. I mean that's my dog, but I mean he looks like Ronaldo out there with this team. You know, like there's no reason why this man is doing that. He's not even playing for Barca. You know, like so. But it tells you that there is a difference in quality, right? Like you have a Memphis Depay on that team, and you don't have that in the U.S.
Yeah.
So, but let's lead to the next game. You know, next game is Argentina.
Got it.
And I don't agree about Matt Turner, by the way, person in the comment. Matt Turner saved the U.S. That game could have been 7-0, 7-1.
It did.
And Matt Turner pulled a big my keeper, an Arsenal keeper, my second goalkeeper. So hey man, let's put up some respect on my dog.
Who's the first one? Just
Ramsdale.
Ramsdale.
Yeah, Aaron Ramsdale.
Is he looking like he might lose his spot after this World Cup?
No way.
No, not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. Okay.
Not even close.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
You see you see the respect you guys give the US. Thanks, Jose. Thanks.
Oh, you compared him to Rams, though. Come on.
But all right, we're gonna do. All right, did everybody watch that game?
Argentina?
Yeah, because I was like in Space Mountain at the time, and I couldn't even.
Oh man,
dude!
Did you get the genie pass?
Yes, I did. I got the genie pass. It was, dude. This past week, I was walking around running into people at Disney World, and then I was, oh yeah, sorry, never mind, just keep going, man. Watching my phone,
watching your phone, yeah,
watching my phone, and then
your team was playing, man. Your Del Paulinho was out there. Del Paulinho was out there. What are some thoughts on that game? I mean,
I can't tell you. I know I saw the scores, dude. And
you didn't see the game. Did y'all see the game?
I saw the game. I sadly saw the game.
Ivan, did you catch the game?
I saw the highlights only. I couldn't catch the whole game though.
All right. Well, maybe you can tell us a little bit what you think about Argentina as a whole. You know, they were considered the favorites. Many people still have them for favorites. Like I still have them going to the final, but that's me.
Yeah.
I might be delusional here, but
no, I don't. I think it's I also have them going to the final too. Like I think they're gonna go far, but yeah, I think they have a good squad. Obviously, the first game that they played, against Saudi Arabia, it was a shock to everyone, that like what, but I think they found like their rhythm back, and I think they are gonna go to the finals. That's what I think.
And what do you think about the highlights in the last?
Yeah, I saw Messi's goal, the one that was like right inside the box, and then the second goal that the goalie kind of didn't see. I don't know if he didn't see who was it, Julian Alvarez, like because I think it was De Paul who was pressing from his left side, and then I don't know if he just didn't see like Julian was like so close, so he he like kind of mistouched it a little bit, and then Julian just like scored it, got it and scored it, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they're gonna do well. They'll probably go to the finals.
Yeah, a comment in the chat says Argentina is good, pero ha quedado de ver.
Yeah, and I would agree 200% with that comment.
Of course,
it looks out there like Messi and 10 premium caniceros out there. The only player that was making a difference was Messi. And it was the team just looks lost without Messi. If Messi's not producing, the team is not producing. It looks if you mark Messi, Argentina does not exist. They have so many opportunities against Australia, guys. We're talking about Australia, okay? We're not talking una potencia mundial, okay? We're talking about Australia. Con todo respeto to all my Australian brothers, but they could not get anything done, and there are so many opportunities wasted. But that's my opinion.
I'm gonna Where's my whistle button?
No. You gotta think of that jersey, brother.
You gotta take off that jersey. What do you
Take off
think,
that jersey.
Jose? Did you watch the Argentina game?
I did, man. No, that second goal, man, it looked like our Annie was playing goalkeeper. that watched the Pro Clip stream. That was really bad. I don't know what was going on through his head. But even when it was 2-1, there was one play where Australia had that 2-2. And all he had to do,
he looked like Roberto Carlos out there.
And then just went in through. All he had to do was make a cross back, and I think I can't remember who it was, but he was just gonna be there, like tap it in. Debu was already beat on the ground, and I mean it's just one of those plays that just changed the game. Same with like the goal, and then on the Messi goal too, it wasn't like off a rebound.
Mm-hmm. With Mendy's like foot, like he didn't even know how to control that thing.
No.
And then it was just like Messi Messi just happened to be there, and Messi is Messi, and he knew where to put the ball because the ball was like there was a lot of defenders, a lot of attackers in the area, and somehow the ball just still made it through. Mm-hmm. But I think after those two chances, did Argentina do much more beyond that against Australia? Because I do agree.
They did. I would argue that they did, but they just happen to have a reincarnation of Higuain.
I saw a comment that
my boy El Toro was out there and he couldn't hit a barnyard door. Yes,
that's respect, okay?
Fucking Pipita.
Lautaro is just a young Higuain with hair.
Yeah, fucking. I mean El Toro. I mean I like El Toro, but he's killing me in this tournament, man. And people were saying that he was going to be the Golden Boot winner, and he looks nothing. He looks nothing close to that. Yeah. Like he looked bad, man. Like at one point, you could tell on Messi's face, like when he missed that one, when he was by himself, he was just like, "For real, dog." Like, okay, I got to do this myself.
You're my right striker, dude.
Yeah, you're my other striker. Oh man, I can't get away from these dudes.
So I do wonder, and I do want to question the whole table, and especially Ivan, because Ivan has them winning the whole thing. What arguments do we have because I abandoned ship after seeing that match. I was like, yeah, they're not getting through after Netherlands, because that was, if Messi doesn't play well, Argentina does not play well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, what argument do we have to put Argentina as a candidate winning the World Cup?
Yeah. I think what you said is like valid in terms of like if Messi doesn't, perform, then they kind of just like don't know maybe what to do a little bit. Maybe they do rely on, on Messi like a lot obviously, but I think the game, like let's say they do end up, passing to the semis and then Brazil passes, I think that's going to be a one of the the toughest game maybe that they play against Brazil. But maybe I still see them going to the finals. And I think just maybe I'm a little biased. I just kind of also want Messi to win a World Cup too. So maybe I'm a little bit more biased. But
wrong answer.
That's my guy.
Wrong podcast
right there. See,
that's okay. We're kidding. That's great. I mean, he's a great player. I can't deny he's a great player. I think you can just tell that. He just produces the things that's needed, like he just has that ability, and it's great to watch. It's probably his last one, and in Argentina looks kind of lost without him, kind of moving the train along. But I'm actually really surprised by like how bad they look. Like they look bad. Like I know you're a fan, Sam. I know you're a fan, but you got to admit. They do not look good.
I do. You're right. It's hard to admit, but it's like after seeing them play the Copa America and that Super Cup of whatever it is that they played against Italy, they don't look the same as that.
No,
I don't know what happened, dude. I don't know if there's something going on there. I don't know. I'm telling you, it has to be Papu Gomez.
What do you figure,
dude, I don't know where that guy came from. I don't know why he's there. but he really pisses me off. just on the way he plays, dude. It's like everybody was in such a hurry. He gets the ball. He's like, "Wait, guys, I gotta go tie my shoe." It's like, dude, I don't know.
Man. Oh man,
You're right, dude. Argentina is not playing the same way, and it's scary, dude, because I do want them to make it to the final. I still feel like they can, but they gotta shake off whatever it is that's going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has to be the AC because Richarlison said that the AC is making him sick in the stadium. So there's something going on. And
no!
there's something there, dude. We got to pay attention. We gotta lower the AC. I don't know, something.
Look, dude, you know what it is? I think like Scaloni is sticking to his boys, sticking to his guns, and he's being stubborn by one, starting El Toro. El Toro has shown that he's not doing his thing.
Yeah.
Julian Alvarez is doing his fucking thing. Why does he not start him? I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? Like Enzo doing his thing. Why is the ball still in the game? The ball looks like Messi's bodyguard. Everything. It's like, Messi, did you forget your shoes, my brother? Here they are.
You want some water, Messi?
You look thirsty, my lord.
Have you ate, my friend? Have you ate, my lord?
The ball is ridiculous, dude. Yeah. He can't even he doesn't even see the rest of the field. I feel like he only sees the number 10.
No, and that's crazy, dude. Because if the Netherlands does their homework and they just they just cover Messi, who's gonna score?
Julian Alvarez. That's the difference.
That's the only one, dude. But
yeah, but you at least got him.
We gotta make some phone
Toro's
calls.
not gonna do it.
Start making the phone calls, guys.
The AC, yeah.
It has to.
You out of control.
The AC. That's so funny. Well, what did y'all think about the games today? Today the games were
the snooze fest.
France versus who was it? It was
Polonia.
Yeah,
and then we had England versus Senegal.
Dude, Polonia, what was Polonia doing there, bro? Oh my god, the worst European team, I think. El más flojito. Dude,
that could have been Mexico's faith, right?
Could have been Mexico right there.
That could have been Mexico.
You know,
it could have been Mexico. I think that you got saved. I don't think you wanted to, I don't think Gallardo wants to have nightmares of what Mbappe could have done to him.
I don't think Ochoa statue of being a god should have. Dude, Mbappe would have probably demolished that statue, dude. The way he did, dude. Szczesny was like, "Oh, I blocked."
Yeah,
it. And now look at today. He got demolished in freaking 5.5 seconds, dude.
And he's a good goalie.
Yeah,
dude, super good goalie.
I remember we posted a poll about who was the best performance team so far, and everyone said France. And after today's game, I would put France as one of the candidates to win the World Cup.
Dude, but they were.
You're not breaking any alarms here.
Yeah, I know. We keep talking about Argentina and the people's team.
Yeah, dude. Ivan's been quiet. He just laughed at you, dude.
No, I'm just saying.
France is the dark horse.
Today is just another. Out of all the big clubs, all the big teams, I think France has been the one that's been consistent.
Yeah. Okay.
Except that one game with the subs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Except but they were subs.
It doesn't matter, dude.
They're still deep, and that's the thing, though. Too. They did show us that they're not as deep as that we thought they were, but there are also a lot of injuries, though. So there's that. What did you think, Ivan? Did you watch the game today of France?
I watched again a little bit of it.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of it.
What's your impression of them?
Of France? Yeah, I mean, coming into this World Cup, obviously they had a couple of who I probably would have been starting injured, but I think even their bench or could play and perform well. I just think you can never kind of sleep on France, and they've showed that going this far that you can't really sleep on them, And then Mbappe is just doing, what he does best, which is, score goals when, when it matters. He's doing good, really good so far. So, I mean, I think against England, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think I think it'll be a really good game. So I don't know. I think France could also go pretty far. That's not like I think in my opinion, like too far to say that like reach, but yeah, I think they've been doing, pretty good so far in the World Cup.
I think they're gonna get tested against England.
Against England, yeah.
That's gonna be the real. I don't think they've played a team that's been like, all right, we're gonna have to you. I mean, the one against Tunisia, I don't look. I think there's been 3 teams that done that mistake, and France was one of them. Let's ride the bench and give these guys a break. Japan did the same thing against Costa Rica, and that backfired. And I know one other team did it. It was France. What was that? In Brazil against Cameroon. Yeah, that was an amazing loss. I praise that loss.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Brazil
Here we
hater.
go.
Ivan, are you a Brazil hater?
No, I actually hope Brazil goes far too in the World Cup. It's, so
Oh, Ivan. So
I really like the players on Brazil. Just like
question for you. Is Brazil the people's team?
the people's team.
What you think? When I say the people's team, when I say the people's team, do you think, oh yeah, it's Brazil? Brazil's everyone's second favorite team?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do like kind of want to see it is, yes. I'll just say it.
Thank you.
Enough
Thank you,
shut
Ivan.
the lights off. We're done. Okay, Jose.
I know that they win. They won a lot of World Cups, but I think just everyone wants to see them, probably just because of the way they play too. Really good. So I think you can never like, it's the people teams in terms of that. Like, they want to see. But yeah.
Yeah, of course, the best players, the best looking football.
And they lose to Cameroon. Like, what is that?
I mean, y'all lost to Saudi Arabia, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. Cameroon has a soul. Who does Saudi Arabia? Yeah, with starters. But anyways, France. I mean, yeah, France looks crazy. I mean, Mbappe is the best player at this tournament. I mean, this is with Messi doing the things that he's doing.
Yeah.
Mbappe didn't even play good today.
No.
That's the thing that was killing me. I was like, this kid's not even playing good. And he was able to dismantle this team.
Yeah.
Like, we're watching the next great player of this generation. Don't talk to me about Haaland. This kid's phenomenal, man. I'm looking at this kid. I'm like, dude, he's so fast. He's like, his turns are so quick. In the way he just releases his shot with such accuracy, like that second goal, where he's just standing there and he's just looking. He's like, "Oh, okay, you giving me this little spot? Cool. I'm gonna just shoot it right there." Pero así como si nada, dog. I'm like, dude, come on. Why can't El Salvador get a player like this? Christ.
Why can't they just be born there? Is that what?
Yeah, dog. Why can't we have someone born like that there, dude?
Good, because he's probably gonna turn into a drunk and get drunk before every game.
Okay. This guy spreading stereotypes about our people. Yeah.
I mean, hey, I think after this is gonna be where he shows it, because he has to move out of the French league for me to say, "Oh, dude, you're the one." That's all I could say. I mean, he's doing this thing here, but look at the team that he has behind him. It's a squad.
It is.
It's a squad. There's no saying that it's a huge squad.
Question for you guys. How do you guys feel about your homie Giroud?
All-time leading French scorer now.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal.
it's a big deal. I mean, he's been the most successful striker of the entire World Cup. El killer.
I mean, that's a killer. I mean, I don't particularly like fancy him, but yeah, he's a straight up 9, right? Like when you think about a 9, like you think about Giroud, like he's like, a player like Giroud, that profile, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't need to dribble around you. He may not even give you the best pass, but
No.
you give him that one chance, and he'll make it.
He's a killer. That's what we're trying. That's what we need in USA. That's what we need. Somebody like that knows how to just make the shot once it comes to his feet.
Yeah. What you think of France, Jose?
I mean, they look good. They look good. And then Giroud, he's always where he needs to be. And I think for the people that play around him, Dembele, Mbappe, you can't ask for more. Like, that's just like a solid addition to what they have going forward. And yeah, it'll be an interesting game against England. I think they're gonna get tested, and we'll see what. Hopefully, it's not a defensive game where like both teams are too afraid to attack, and both of them just kind of go off and show their true offense potential.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Well, that's a good segue into our last game, which is England versus Senegal. I mean, they tore them apart. It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wanted Senegal to do better, but
No, they don't have nothing in concrete, bro.
There's not much to talk about that game.
No.
I would argue. I mean, is England the real deal? I mean, our good friend from the Friday Night Podcast thinks that this is England's chance.
It's coming home.
Really?
It's coming home. Hashtag it's coming home.
It's coming.
It's looking like that, but I mean, look at their performance against the U.S. And everybody here saying the U.S. is not that great.
They never got out of first gear though in that game. That's my
Yeah.
only thing is that they didn't get out of first gear.
That sounds like a personal problem to them, and that could
Oh, because Abby's on fire right now, yeah.
That's their problem, dude. And let them do it against a team, and then somebody that has more potential, like France, they're not going to take them easy. They're just going to annihilate them. And
Dude,
look at Harry
we're talking
Maguire.
about group stage, bro.
Tested yet.
We're talking the semifinal now, dude. Come on now.
I can't wait to see what Harry Maguire is going to do against France. Like what great thing he's going to do against Mbappe if he has to go one-on-one.
He has been Harry Maguire. Yeah, Harry Maguire. I'm excited to see that. I don't think Luke Shaw wants any of this noise. Or freaking what's the right back for Man City?
Walker.
Walker, yeah. Walker is good though. That's gonna be a good matchup. Walker and they're probably gonna put Walker on him. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be it. I mean, you just kind of have to really eradicate Mbappe because I mean, Griezmann is just not the same. I mean, they're deep, but I think Mbappe I don't think that they would be as dangerous, and people think that they're gonna go as far if Mbappe wouldn't be in the form that he's in right now.
I mean, that's it. If that kid has his shit together, like not like how he played today, they're
unfucking stoppable.
Yeah,
that kid's single-handedly destroying everything.
Yeah,
he gave the pass to Giroud. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ivan, did you watch England today?
No, I was gonna tell you guys like how was the game? Like, was it like a walk through the park for England, or was it just like how was it?
Did you watch Spain against Costa Rica?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, so it kind of like that, but it was pretty bad, dude. I mean, yeah. I feel bad. I thought they were gonna put up a fight. I thought, I really thought they were gonna put up a fight, but it didn't. I guess England was just.
Damn.
Yeah, it was that second goal, man. That second goal came right before halftime, and that kind of deflated them, because they had like two chances, Senegal, and they just couldn't convert. But I am excited to know that Phil Foden is going to start. I don't know if y'all read about Raheem Sterling, but he has to go back home to the UK, so he's out of the World Cup.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he's out.
Yes. So what I heard was that there was an armed robbery at his home
with his family. So bless his soul. Hopefully he's okay. His family's okay. I mean, that sounds scary.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So he's out probably, and so Phil Foden gets a chance, and this is the person that I've been excited to see on the England team because that's my guy. That's the game changer that England needs. I don't know if y'all fancy Phil Foden, but I mean,
I like him. I think he's a game changer.
Yep, he definitely is. I think Phil Foden's the one, and yeah, I don't know why the coach doesn't like him, but I don't know. He's crazy, dude.
Southgate just doesn't like style, dude. He likes
does
just
not.
like
There's no
he
style,
likes
bro.
he likes, give me if James Milner would still want to be out there, he'd be like, yeah, I need a James Milner out there. I just need a dog. I don't need fancy tricks, So so let's make some predictions out of Netherlands and what about Brazil? Brazil and Korea, and then the last one is what's the other one?
Spain and Morocco, is it that one?
Spain and Morocco. That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to go first? Ivan.
So let's see. Argentina, Netherlands. I'm gonna go Argentina. Brazil, Korea, I'm gonna go Brazil. And then Spain, Morocco. That's gonna be, again, like we said, a good game, but I think Spain is gonna take it. And then who else? England, France. Damn. I'm just gonna go with France for that game. But I think it's gonna be a good game. But I'm just gonna have to go with France against England.
Okay.
Is that it? Is there one? Is there the Japan? Who does Japan play?
Oh yeah, Japan plays
Morocco.
Tunis, no?
no.
No.
Oh, Japan.
Croatia.
Croatia.
Oh,
Croatia.
Croatia. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game. I think Croatia's gonna take that game.
That's as far as Japan goes, huh?
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. What do y'all think? What about you, Lalito?
For me, I'm putting Argentina versus Netherlands. I'm putting Netherlands. Brazil contra. So I'm putting Spain versus
we got
Morocco.
Portugal too.
Oh, Portugal. Yeah.
Oh, who's Portugal?
Against Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Oh, I'm for sure putting Portugal.
Yeah.
Ivan, you gonna put Portugal?
Yeah, I'm gonna put Portugal too. Yeah, they can take it.
Yeah, I got. Luego tengo Spain versus Morocco. I'm gonna have Morocco because I can't stand Spain. Yeah, and I can't stand their game style. For France, England, I have France. I have France winning the whole World Cup.
Do you?
Yep. Yeah, they just look super solid.
After what you saw today?
Oh yeah, no, it's
That
it's
kid's
real.
good.
It's real,
That
boys.
kid's good.
Yeah.
Okay. On my next?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Argentina's gonna take it all the way, but it's
Well, yeah, we know that.
Of course he is. Of course they are, Sam.
Yeah.
it's gonna be Argentina against Argentina, of course. It's
What about Japan, Croatia?
Japan. I think Japan's gonna take it, dude. I think Japan is. I seriously do think Japan is. But after that one, I think that's as far as Japan's gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brazil, South Korea. You know what the answer is to this.
Of course. Dude, this is the end of the road for the people's team. It's done.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Dude, we got a what is it, dude? Cho, he's on fire, dude.
Oh yeah, that dude's good. He's not gonna be in the Korean League much longer. He's about to get out of there.
Dude, he's
Oh,
about
man.
no, realistically, this is as far as Korea gets in my real statistics. This is as far as they got.
It's not gonna be an easy game though.
No, but they're gonna park the bus. They're gonna play the counterattack. They're gonna park the bus. I mean, but yeah, I think Brazil still can take it. And I don't know how they're gonna do it. They got a lot of injuries going on, so I don't know. I don't know how's that looking. But who do we got after that? It's Portugal and who?
Switzerland.
Switzerland, dude. It's not even to be hating on Portugal. I just their defense has not convinced me, dude. They're looking like the Argentina defense, dude. It's just bad out there. I
think they're better than the Argentina defense.
But the shakiness, dude. Like it's like good, and then they do these stupid things at the end where they're like the goalie drops the ball, and then there's a dude behind them. Yeah,
they look too lax. Like they look too relaxed. You know, like they're almost overconfident.
And then I feel like Switzerland's a little hyped right now, so I feel like Switzerland might upset them.
That was such a great game, though. That was such a great game.
I think Switzerland.
Serbia and Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be one of the games of the tournament right there.
Yeah, that was such a great game to watch.
And then where are we at still?
Spain and Morocco.
Spain and Morocco. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Spain's gonna win that game.
Oh my god.
Easy or what?
No,
Easy.
it's gonna be a hard game. It's gonna
7-0 or what?
It's gonna be a hard game, but Spain's gonna take it.
Okay.
They
What
haven't
about England, France?
England, France. Man. Hey Hams, if you're listening out there, I'm not hating on your team, dude, but this is it. This is the end of the road.
Yeah.
I think this is it. It's not gonna go home. I'm sorry. But dude, I honestly don't want to see Argentina against France.
You telling me you don't want to see fucking what's the right back? It's,
Montiel, I think.
Huh?
Which one? Are we talking about Papu Gomez? That guy?
No, the right back. It's who's the right back of Argentina?
I think it's Montiel.
It's Montiel. You don't want to see Montiel against Mbappe?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get eaten alive.
Get eaten alive, dude. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like if France does get their shit together, Mbappe doesn't play selfish, they can take it. But if not, England does have a depth.
Yeah.
I think it's I think Grealish can be the one to come in here and make a difference.
Okay. What you think, Jose?
Well,
So we got Netherlands.
This is the end of the road for Argentina.
Wow.
They're not. You think Mbappe is a threat, but you guys are sleeping on Cody Gakpo, man.
Oh yeah.
That guy's gonna run that left side. And don't sleep on him, man, because he's gonna be a nightmare for all that.
He's so good.
Argentinian defense.
Japan, Croatia. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Japan.
Okay.
What was the project called? The Blue Project.
That's right.
Believe in that. So
Dragon Ball Z Ultra over there.
no, it's
Wow.
Super Campeones.
That's right.
You gotta believe in those, man.
What about Brazil, South Korea?
Brazil gets through easily.
France and England.
England. Let's stick with the three lions.
Morocco and Spain.
Morocco. I like
Portugal and
Morocco.
Switzerland.
Portugal, Switzerland, man. Portugal all the way. They're going all the way, man. Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's your winner?
That's my winner, man.
Okay. All right. For me, I think Argentina's still going to get through. I think it's going to be a hard game, but Argentina, they got Messi. I love Gakpo. I like Depay. I mean, even Dumfries looks like, like Cafu. So, but it's still not going to be. They're too slow. I think that it's going to be interesting because the way that they play is like really different now. Like they're really defensive. And yeah, I think Argentina is going to have the ball, and the Netherlands is going to be okay with that. I just don't think that they're not going up against the USA. That's kind of naive in gassing out. So I think Argentina goes through. Japan and Croatia, I think it's I think I want Japan to go, so I'm gonna go with Japan. Brazil, of course. I have Brazil. Brazil's in the final for me. So England and France. I also think England's gonna win. I think England's gonna win. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that they're gonna win. I think it's because France doesn't convince me other than Mbappe. And if Mbappe is not on, that team's gonna struggle. So, and I think England has enough players, and they got a good right back that can handle Mbappe to an extent, And then Morocco, of course, Morocco. Portugal. So yeah, it's gonna be some good games. This next round's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. Well, guys, this was a very interesting podcast and actually very fun.
Yeah.
It was good to
No
have
llores, Sam. No llores, Sam.
No llore, boludo.
But guys, yeah, let's wrap it up because dude, Ivan, thank you so much for coming back on, dude. We appreciate you. You're welcome back anytime, and we got to keep up with you. We got to go watch one of those games, man. I'll definitely be energetic And probably one of those fans be like, "Who invited that guy, dude?" But yeah,
Yeah, thank you guys for having me again. And whenever you guys want me to come on, I'm more than happy to come on. And yeah, so thank you guys.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some other players to come with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Jose, also for coming on, man. You're our pro club captain, making his official debut here. So thank you.
yeah, he's gonna be popping in more often. Yeah, he just broke the ice today, so I'm
you.
definitely sure we'll see him more often. And yeah, guys, so this was a very good episode. Let's close it out.
If you've made it this far, make sure you follow where is it? There it is, right there. All of our social media stuff.
Strictly Football 21.
Strictly Football 21, pretty much across the board, really. Other than our Twitter, trying to get that off the ground. If y'all have any thoughts, but just go follow us on Twitter. Just subscribe. Subscribe to our channel. Just stay in touch. Yeah.
And don't forget to we stream every Wednesdays.
Oh yeah.
A road to Division 1, baby.
We're in Division 2, so we're pretty excited. We're almost there, and
always looking for players.
We are looking for players,
especially at the striker position.
FIFA, Ivan, if you play FIFA 23 Pro Clubs, you can sign up, dude, and we play Wednesdays. I know you're a busy guy, man. Hitting up the open routes, but if you do, you're more than welcome to join us there.
Oh yeah, if whenever I get I don't even have a PlayStation or anything.
That's challenge. That's
he's gonna go to Best Buy. Go just play there.
But whenever, if I ever get one, I'll let you guys know if I ever get one.
Let's start a GoFundMe for this guy.
This is how you know how focused he is on his career at the moment. Because
of course,
we love it. We love it.
We're obviously not there. We're obviously not at that point in our career. So good. So, don't get wrapped up in this. Focus on your thing. I wish you the best, man. It's cool to see your journey, and I'm excited to see where you keep going, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Can't wait to see the Timbers, bro.
The what?
Can't wait to see him at the Timbers.
Oh, at the Timbers.
I'm in
the Timbers, baby.
Or what's your team? Cruz Azul.
We're always welcoming. Always.
They desperately need help.
No, we do not. No, we do
desperately need help.
No, we do not. Watch next. No.
I do. If you can make it there, please, because that's the only way I'll watch the game. Because every time I watch it, I fall asleep by like the
Jesus
first.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
All right,
guys.
All right, let's end it. And all right, guys, this is Strictly Football. Logging out. Dope.
Yeah.
Thank you, Irvin, man. We appreciate you, bro.
No, anytime. I would love to come. Hopefully, keep coming on. Whenever you guys.
Yeah, dude, we'll invite you, dude. We'll definitely. We still got more of the World Cup, so we'll definitely keep you in mind for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this was fun. Next time, I'll try to like really watch more of the game so that I could more of my research. But no, this was fun. I hopefully I can come back on more. So
I think we're still on Twitter, no? We're still working.
We're still streaming, yeah.
We're still streaming.
Hey Sam.
Yes, sir.